So guys, let's start. So yesterday we have discussed about what? Encryption we have completed, right? So today we have to start with the integrity and authentication. Two things we have to cover. Okay. So let's start. Now, so as you know, yesterday we have discussed about encryption. Okay. So in encryption, we have discussed about Diffie-Hellman also. Okay, how exactly Diffie-Hellman works. Okay. So on the both the sides, like we have dash algorithm if we are using for the encryption. So algorithms everybody knows. Okay, that is common. But what is the major? What is the important concept here? Okay, the key ring. What is that? Key ring is the main concept here. Okay, because this is that recipe actually, okay, which we needed. So this is the key ring here. So we have to make sure over the insecure transport medium, which is ISP. So we have to exchange the keys, okay, securely here. So directly we cannot share the keys, okay. So how to share the keys? So we are going to be use the method about Diffie-Hellman. So two methods we have discussed yesterday. The first one was using the just public key of another site, okay, and then encrypt the data with the another site, a public key, and then send the data, encrypted data to the destination, and destination site would decrypt with its private key. That is the one method we have discussed, and second we have discussed about Diffie-Hellman. Two concept, right? So let's start with the integrity. Okay, so this is the concept about means hashing. Okay, and usually we use two algorithms. Okay, so one we have MD5 and second we have SHA. Okay, so now see, let's consider this is site A and this is site B. Okay, so right now I'm talking about without any encryption and hashing. So this is a hacker here in between. Okay, he sniffed the data. So right now this is the site A, or these are the two friends. So this friend is sending one message to his friend ki hi, how are you? This is the message. Sending it what? So right now we are not using any encryption, hashing, nothing. It's sending it to the ISP, sniffed, it would comes to the hacker. So first of all, hacker would see what is exactly the message. Hi, how are you? So what he will do, he will change the data. He will modify the data. So instead of this, he would just mention go to her. Okay, and then forward the message to our friend. So what he received? Clear? What once he will open the message, what I would say, go to hell. Same kind of reply he will do it. Okay, then this guy again would be surprised what happened exactly. Actually, I have sent how are you, and he's sending this kind of messages. So this is because of what? Third person. Because in between there's a third person, man in middle is there, who is like you can say modifying the data in between. Okay, this is so means what is exactly the problem is? The problem is ki when this side is receiving the data, so this kind of possibilities are there in the like in between. But what exactly the thing is ki this guy has to first make sure, okay, before opening the message, and okay, ki whatever the message we are receiving or am I receiving, that is not modified by someone else. Okay, let's consider today you have ordered one mobile phone from Flipkart. Okay, or anything, any like whatever. Okay, so this is Flipkart. What they did, okay, Flipkart. This is the they did the packing and all everything. They put the address, everything, scanner on top of that, and they asked this like delivery boy to deliver to you. But let's consider in between, if he would open, how many layers we have? Two layers we have. of packing. This is kind of encapsulation or whatever you can consider. Three things we have. So what happened in between? He just opened your packet here. Okay, and now you received that. And once you receive the packet, okay, so before that, what happened? Once you receive the packet or the parcel, you can see that this packet is already opened by someone else. We can see that directly. Okay, let's consider without any packing, he is getting this single box only. That's not possible. Flipkart or Amazon or Myntra, they won't send without any kind of packing. So immediately once we would receive the parcel, we can feel or we can see that this is already opened by the someone else. So do you think you are gonna be accept that? Definitely not. Okay, so we'd say no, reject it here. You would reject that. The reason might be he has not done anything. Why that is why might be that is because of some incident happen in between. He had to open your parcel or like by mistake or whatever the conditions was there. But now I'm not gonna be trust that guy. The reason is that is already opened by third person. Or next time might be again like so. This is not a Flipkart problem. They have sent it what back, but in between it's happened here. Okay, so this is the one thing, and how you can recognize that this is open because there is a no packing, no packing into that, and if there is packing, so that I can see this is already opened by someone else there. Okay, so we have to be careful into that scenario. It's not like blindly okay, one guy is coming from the Flipkart, I'll accept it, and after that I'll raise any complaint on the Flipkart. No, that is not the problem. Okay, so same concept in the data exchange also. The destination when the destination is receiving the data, so the destination has to make sure first of all when I'm receiving the data, this data has not been modified anyone else in the between, and in case if this it has been modified by someone else, I'm not going to be accepted. Clear? The question is how this guy would perform this thing. Okay, so I hope you heard about one concept in your routing and switching. That is about what? Checksum concept here. So what exactly the checksum value? This is the checksum value concept here. So see, let's consider in this room right now, 10 physical students are here. Okay. And I have to take your attendance or something. I'll click in a picture. Tomorrow, I just want to match it out. Who has come and who has like absent. So with the picture, exactly even with the chair wise, I can see who has like who yesterday who was there and today who was missing, right? So same thing happened with the checksum value. So when a sender, let's consider this is my data. The data is, hi, how are you? This is the data. It after this, on top of this, what this router would do, router would perform one hash function. What it would perform? Hash function. After the hash function, it would receive one hash value. Hash value, you can say checksum value. Let's consider this is the hash value. This is the what? Hash value here. This is the hash value of this data. After that, this is the ISP. We are sending the data toward this, and in between manual middle attack is there, and data has been reached to the hacker. What hacker would do? Hacker would change the data. Instead of hi, how are you? What he would perform? Go to hi, modified by someone else, and now this is the new data here. Okay. After that, see when sender is sending the data, this is the data here, but this is my hash value. What is that? Hash value here, kind of checksum value. So so along with the sender, this is the data, and along with that, it would send what? Checksum value also. What it would send? Checksum value also. This is the thing here now. Again, the checksum value. This is here. This is the earlier. This was the data, and this was the checksum value. But now he has changed the data, so it means your hash value also would be different. Even hash value would change with caps or small. Let's consider if I'm using Amit and if I'm using Amit, hash value for the both would be different. I'll show you now. So see, hash calculator. This is a hash calculator here. Let's consider I'm just using CCI. This is in caps. I'm using here MD5 hash dash. This is the hash value. Hash value of what? CCI. Now again, same CCI, same algorithm. Difference or not? Different or not? But do you think CCI and CCI, is there any, if I talk about in the data, is there any difference into the data? Data still same, the meaning of the data still same, but hash value has been changed. Okay, because see, when the devices, see, let's consider I have calculated this hash value. There is some hash function which is MD5. So when these kind of MD5 hash function would be performed, they use so many terms in like internally they have some mathematical formulas and algorithms, and along with that they would use timestamp. What is that? Timestamp here. So as per timestamp, if you have a milliseconds difference, so there always be any difference into the hash. So obviously I have created this like 15 seconds back. I have created this value and this is after 15 minutes back. So this is the one of the major difference, which is that timestamp here. Okay. And after that, they have some different like internally algorithms and all. MD5 works onto that. And with the help of that, they would calculate the values. Okay. So this is the value. And now, so see, he has modified, first of all, this is actual data. This is the hash value. Now go to hell. And again, if go to hell, this is the new data. So obviously hash value would be what? But see, hash value would be new. But the thing is, right now, the hacker is only able to modify the data. He won't be able to modify any kind of hash value. The hash value will remain same. Because he is not doing any changes in the headers. He's just doing into changes into the data. He's doing the changes into the data here. Hash value is same. This is okay. This data now would be sent to this guy. He is a receiver. So before opening this data, what he would do, first of all, he would perform hash function onto go to hell here. This is the data. So obviously, as you know now, there would be a different hash value. Obviously, the hash value would be different or not, because this is, oh, 1 second. Now, this is a hash value of what? Hash value of hi, how are you? And this is the new data. And once it would receive it, so before opening the data, so it would check it what exactly the hash value. So this hash value is different. It would compare both the hash values are different or not. It's different there. So now it's going to be clear. Clear or not? So this is a hash value. So it's not going to be accepted. So it means this guy got to know, this data has been modified by someone else. I'm not going to be accepted. It could be, instead of the data, it could be an attack also. It might be there is a malware attacks. Malware script is there. The moment I'll open my packet, okay, immediately what happened? That would be some virus and all that would be installed, automatically installed in my PC's Trojan attack or something, and that would give the remote access to the someone else. Okay, so I'm not going to be open this. So this is the use of what? Hashing concept. Okay, so when we are sending the data, so we have to use what? Your hashing concept. So for this hashing concept again, okay, so they need some keys. Okay, so they would use some crunches like from the where? Key material. What would be that? Key. So before starting the encryption, hashing and all, okay, both the sides has to exchange keying material first with the help of Diffie-Hellman. So in IPsec, in the upcoming classes, we would discuss what is IPsec. So in the IPsec, we have some like a TCP. We have message exchange concept. What we have? Message exchange. Message exchange means like a three-way we have seen simplest act, they would negotiate that. TCP three-way handshake concept is known as negotiation. They are just negotiating with each other. So same in IPsec, both the side has to be negotiate with each other. Okay, so that time there would be some Diffie-Hellman messages will be there, and with the help of that they would exchange key material. Clear or not? So this is the concept about hashing. No, that cannot, because these are the headers. Okay, so that cannot be changed by it.
Similar to the encryption method.
Sorry?
It's similar to encryption method.
Encryption would change the format of the data. Yeah, so say let's consider you are just using hashing. The concept is this again and again will the transmission happen. Obviously, then obviously you have to ask your friend again to send the message again. Okay, but there we don't have any kind of SYN or SYN ACK kind of messages here. This is your personal, this is on this device, you have security checks, and as per that security checks, you don't want to accept that one. Okay, so then you have to ask your team to retransmit the data. Okay. Now, encryption would change the format of the data. Okay, so that is one kind of security, and this is another kind of security on the same concepts. Okay, because we need what? CIA concept, confidentiality also we need it with the help of encryption. Integrity also, that what we have discussed, how integrity is going to be help us now. So in interview, they can ask you, okay, how we can achieve integrity in my network. So integrity means ki as a receiver, okay, you have to make sure before accepting the data, the data has been not modified by any third person. So yesterday in the checkpoint, they have asked this question, not this exactly, but they asked about why VPNs are secure. Okay, so then we have discussed, okay, ki why VPNs are secure. So you have to explain this concept. Okay, so then in authentication today we will discuss, then we have the concept about PSK and PKI. So yesterday they have dig about PKI concept. Okay, so I'll explain now what exactly the PKI. So yesterday SSL plays a very important role in interview. Okay, so
hello sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, this after go to L with hash value, when it reaches the destination, it will generate a hash function.
Yeah, hash function would be there, and they would generate again hash value.
Then the hash value will be different, right?
Yes.
What they received and what it generated.
Right.
Then what will happen, sir?
So see, if hash value is different, it means data has been modified by the third party. And if hash value is same, so it means data is not modified by the third party, and now I'm going to be process it.
The receiver also know the hash values.
Yes, because along with that, they would send the hash value in the sender headers. Okay, we have ISACAMP header and all. So because see, integrity is one of the concepts which we are going to be used into the IPsec. So there would be, we have ISACAMP header. Okay, so in those headers, they would send these kind of values. Earlier, like on L2, you have seen checksum values into L2 headers and all. So this is the same kind of hash value. Yes, please.
Now, after receiving it, and if it finds that the hash value is different, then it will drop the packet. That is what we're trying to say.
Yes, correct. Yeah, let's consider you have ordered something from Amazon and that packet is already opened by someone else. Obviously, we are not going to be accepting that, right? The same concept. Clear? The next, the important, and see, we are going to be talk about now authentication. Okay, in authentication we have two concepts. One is PSK and one is PKI. PSK is very simple, pre-shared. Okay, PKI is public key infrastructure. Okay, so PKI we can use it anywhere. Okay, usually where we use on the daily basis. When we use HTTPS, in HTTPS we have which protocol? SSL. SSL would provide us what? Three things again. One is encryption concept, then about hashing concept, and then we have authentication concept. So in authentication, in our browsers, we always use PKI. PKI means digital certificates. What is that? Digital certificates. Okay. So today we are going to be discuss about PKI. Okay, but PKI, for that you have to understand the meaning of the CA server. So today I'll give you the brief idea. I'll not explain into depth. The reason because we have a separate CA server concept. That time we will discuss exactly. But overall idea I'll give you how exactly does it works. Okay. So before starting the PKI, I'll go with PSK. PSK is one simple pre-shared key. Let's consider this is the site A and site B, and we are connected over the internet. And right now, I just want to configure here IPsec VPN. Which VPN here? IPsec site to site VPN. Okay, so we have decided, okay, I'm going to be use dash. I'm going to be use dash here. I'll use MD5. I'll use MD5. I'll use here Diffie-Hellman group 2, Diffie-Hellman group 2 here. And now in authentication, we have decided PSK, and we have decided what? PSK. So in the PSK pre-shared key means here password. Okay, so means see, like password is what? See, you have a laptop, you have a mobile phone, we have passwords. Okay, what is that? That is a key. If you are just sharing with your friend, let's consider you have a laptop at home. Okay, you have a common laptop, your 2-3 siblings, and everybody knows there is a one user account and there is a one password, but everybody knows. So that password is what? Pre-shared key. What is that? Pre-shared. So same, both the sites we have to configure IPsec. So this is the network admin of a site B. This is the network admin of site A, and they are just doing the configuration for IPsec. So in IPsec configuration on the both the sites, we have to decide it. Okay, we are going to be use PSK, but in PSK, which key we are going to be use it? The key they have to decide it. It's not like that he is going to be use here Cisco. This is the password, and he is using CCI. So this is not a pre-shared. Pre-shared means the common key. Pre-shared means the common. So they have decided, okay, let's now what we would use it. They now two different network admin, they have to communicate over the call or over the whatever, but they have to communicate ki, okay, we are going to be use a keyword. Okay, so here in pre-shared key, there would be some commands. We have to mention key for authentication. What do you have to use it? Cisco. And same this side, we have to mention what you have to use. So when they would start the communication, it would send the message here, and in this there would be a password. What would be that? Cisco. So this guy would reach here, okay, what is your password? My password is Cisco. Cisco match. Let's communicate. Authentication. In earlier old Hindi movies, Bollywood movies, we have seen there was a guy had to deliver something. He has a half cut note. Okay, you just hand over the note and then it would be completed, and that is what pre-shared key. Okay, so this is the same kind of concept we have. So this is not secure, this is not up to the mark. Okay, but still we use this concept in the corporate. Okay, this is we use when both the network admins, they have like let's consider right now I'm in Networkers from Bangalore. Okay, we have a branch Networkers from in Dubai, right? We are running one consulting there, and I have to establish one IPsec VPN, and I have access of both the devices there, so I can use PSK into this. Okay, but this is the Facebook server or Instagram server, and you as a user, and you are just going to be use SSL into this. SSL we use, okay? So in SSL, again, we have authentication, but we are not going to use PSK, because for PSK, we have to call FB, right? Okay, what is the key for the day? Might be on the daily basis, they are changing it. Every time we cannot call them. So then that scenario, which is the best concept? PKI. Now we will talk about exactly the PKI. So in the pre-shared key means PSK concept, both the site has to first, the network admin, the guy must be same, or both if two network engineers are there, so they have to communicate with each other first, because they have to decide it, okay, which PSK we are going to be using, okay, or else it's not possible. So this is the reason this is with name itself, it's saying pre-shared, okay, which is already shared with each other. During the negotiation of SSL, negotiation of IPsec, that depends where you are using authentication. Okay. These are the methods where you're using it, that depends on that. Okay. Are you using inside the IPsec, or are you using inside the SSL? Or are you using with Get VPN? Okay. Or are you using with the Flex VPN? But overall concept is negotiation. Always first, any VPN, what happened? There would be negotiation. After that, only secure communication would establish. Let's consider you and me, we are the two sides. Randomly, you're just starting the encrypted data. You're sending with the AES algorithm. I don't know, because before that, there was no negotiation. So what you are sending, that is totally not acceptable there. Okay, because I'm not getting what exactly you are sending, because might be you're using, this is what the data you are sending, that is the one of the securest data, but I'm not able to understand, because earlier there was no negotiation, no communication between you and me. Let's consider tomorrow if I'll schedule a class and I'll not convey to you. Do you think that's possible? No. Okay. So this is saying always negotiation. The next we have PKI. This is all about digital signatures. Okay. So PSK understood what is exactly the PSK, that is key. Let's consider in colleges, like I can see some of the guys are working professional, and some of the college students and all. So in the colleges, we had an ID card always, right? So the ID card, what was that? ID card means your details. You are an authorized person. Okay, there would be name, or might be there would be your mobile number, blood group, so which department, and all the details would be there. Or now these days on we have what? Scanner. Just one scanner. Okay, and when you just enter into your company's office and all, the campus, there would be scanning machine. You have to scan it and all the details would be there. Okay, so this is the one we have the concept about PCAP. Let's consider PSK. PSK, why it's not applicable here? PSK means you are the employee and you are just trying to enter here, and here is a security guard and he is asking, okay, tell me what is the password for the today. So it means the internal team has to, because let's consider there is a 1,000 employees out there, so they have to communicate daily one key with them. Like, okay, so for Monday, what is the password? CSI is the password. For the Tuesday, this is the password. For next day, this is the password. So every day they have to change the key. Because why every day they have to change it? Because let's consider the key is Cisco and they are going to be used it for the long. Any unauthorized person go to know, he also would come and security guard would ask, okay, what is the key? I know that is Cisco. He would allow that. So this is not the securest one. So PKI means where we have certificate concept. In India, we have Aadhaar card. Okay. Now we have PAN card with us. Okay. Do you think in India, Aadhaar card and PAN card would work? Okay. So Aadhaar card and PAN card released by the organization, Indian government only. It's not about, okay, today I'll order my new Aadhaar card from Amazon or Flipkart. Or this is okay, Big Bazaar is there, I'll go and I'll get it. Okay, today I need a new PAN card. No, this is released by whom? Government organizations that they have department and all. Then passport. One again, passport save organization is there. Okay. So do you think Aadhaar card and PAN card is going to be work at international level? No. So we need always, we have a different identity there. What is that? Passport there, right? So see, and in India, inside the country, these identities would work here. So how would you get your PAN card? Let's consider you need a passport. So first of all, you have to apply. Okay. Once you will apply, you have to share your basic details. Basic details means your full address, your name, mobile number, email ID, along with that Aadhaar card, along with that one or two other document, like some of the documentation is what? That is your details. You would share all these details to whom? Passport, like to this organization. They would keep your data into their database and they would release one passport to you. Okay. Passport would have one identity passport number that is always unique. In this India, okay, if everybody, your passport and my passport ID of the number is not same, not even for Aadhaar card, that is what unique here. So now if I have to travel like from India to Dubai, or let's consider Singapore and all, so I have to carry my passport because that is my identity. This concept is known as PKI. So means two sides, they want to communicate with that and they are just want to use authentication. So in authentication, instead of PSK, they are going to be used what? PKI. So they need what? So the question is here, who will release these certificates? Passport, you know where to apply. Aadhaar card, you know where to apply. PAN card, you know where to apply. Question is, earlier, so it was PSK. Okay, Cisco and Cisco, it's fine. But now we have what? Which concept? Certificate concept. So from where we have to receive this certificate and how both the sides would arrange those certificates. Okay, right now I'm connected with, let's consider, I'm using Netflix. Another is I'm using Cisco. Two sites open. Okay. I want to check it. Is this where I'm accessing it? Click on this and just check it. Connection is secure. Click on this. Certificate is valid here. Yes, just 1 second, please. So now, as you can see, we have this is certificate detail here. The common name. You have name always on your certificate. Okay, so that concept is known as common name. What is that? www.netflix.com here. Organization is Netflix. Organization unit. Unit means because what exactly that organization does. Reliance. Reliance is one of the bigger organization. They have different unit. They are in telecom. They are in telecom. They are in petroleum and all. They are just into retails also. So they have different unit. So they can just mention, okay, this is the certificate is for this particular unit here, or this is not mandatory also. Along with that, issued by. Issued to, it's fine. That is Netflix details and all. But who is issuing this? Common name is DGCRT. This is the organization name. So, okay, common name is what? DGCRT, TLS. This is the common name. This is the organization, DGCRT. What is the organization unit? Again, note the part of the certificate. Passport has a validity always. Once you would get the passport, it would be valid for the 10 years, right? So validity period issued on Wednesday, December 14th, 22. At what time? 5:30 a.m. Expires on Monday, January 15, 2024 at this time. So this is issued, and so right now it says 24. So it means this is valid or not? This is what? Valid. Fingerprint, this is the signatures. Always in the end of the signatures, there is always the signature of the authorized person. So this is exactly that signature. Is that okay? Now, let's consider we are the two sites here. Site A, certificate concept is clear. So this is one certificate. Okay, and let's talk about the another organization. So here, which organization? They bought it from the DGCRT. Let's talk about Cisco's and check it. Hydrant ID server. So in the corporate, there is a different organization who release the certificates to the organization, to the corporates and all. Okay, so now this is, we have site A and this is the site B. We want to establish the communication, like we have to go with the authentication here. So we have decided, first of all, we have to decide, are we going to use PSK or PKI? If it's PSK, then second question, PSK is fine. Now, what is the key? And second, let's consider if I'm going to be use PKI. So now they means they are going to be used the certificate. Certificate can be same on the both the sides, and that could be different also. That doesn't matter, but there should be a certificate. Now, the question is how to arrange it. Okay, so we have to arrange then the cert. When I'll talk about the concept about certificate, once we will have the certificate, after that authentication would happen. Let's consider if I don't have any certificate, do you think authentication would be possible? No. So first question, we need certificate. So for the certificate, we have concept about CA based concept. Certificate authority. Who's that? Certificate authority. It has two concepts. One is CA server and second is CA client. CA means certificate authority. Kindly note it down. Client is us who need the certificate, and server is what? Who is going to release the certificate. Who's going to release the certificate. Server is who are going to be released, and as a client, I'm going to be receive it. The client right now in Netflix is the client, and who's the CA server? Or what was the DGCRT? Hydrant is again CA server, and Cisco is the client for that. Okay, so see, this is clear. Let's consider. Talk about in the normal example. Normal example means I'll give you an example of Cisco and Netflix. First, we will talk about in this manner, and then I'll come into the concept about the CCI. Okay, so let's consider this is my PC. Okay, this is Netflix server, and then we have Cisco server. What is that? Cisco connected over the internet. and this is here. Okay. I have to access Netflix. I'll type HTTPS Netflix. Both the devices would negotiate. Okay. So here we have some pre-configured concepts in the browser only. We have inside the where? Browser. Inside that they have decided this is about, we have to use which concept? PKI. So as per PKI, so see authentication. In PSK we have discussed key site A and site B both would exchange keys with each other, right? So that concept is known as authentication, but on the both the sides. Authentication, but on the both the sides. Second concept in SSL, in this concept, okay, where we will use PKI. When we will talk about SSL, that is the after 20 days. So authentication term would be there, but there we have two kind of authentication. One concept is server based authentication, and second is server and client based authentication. Server based authentication means only server would authenticate himself. Client and server means both the candidates or both the side has to authenticate each other. In side to side, we have this kind of scenario where both the side has to authenticate. And in the server side, what? Only one side. Let's consider we are sitting in the class. Okay, and I'm asking, okay, guys, I don't know about who has enrolled in CSI or not. So could you show me your ID card or if you have pay receipt and all? So I'm just checking that. Okay, you have one fee receipt, on that I can see the stamp and you have paid it or not. Okay, that is kind of certificate or not. There is a no common password. It's not like that key during admission management would ask you when you, if your trainer would ask you any time about your okay, are you for which program you have enrolled, and this is the password that tell that. So password is known as what? PSK. Okay, we have decided, okay, CCI is the password, CCI 123. So if any trainer would ask you in which program you have enrolled, just tell this key and they would get to know, because we are also aware of. So that concept is PSK. But I'm talking about PKI. So PKI, you have a receipt. I'll ask, okay, show me your receipt here. Okay, so at the moment, you are not going to be asking, okay, Amit, we are not sure. Are you the trainer of CSI or not? Could you show your ID card? Definitely, you are not going to be, right? If I'm sitting in the organization in your class, I'm the authorized person, right? It's by default. So this concept is known as one-side authentication. You are only authenticating yourself and I'm what? By default. Okay, so this concept is known as server. I'm going to be access Netflix. Netflix would authenticate himself, but Netflix won't ask you, are you authorized person or not? Because by default, which authentication is there? Server-based authentication. This authentication is also there in the corporate that we will talk about during SSL only. In which scenario, both kind of authentication will be there. But normally, when we talk about in this concept in the Google Chrome here, so here, what kind of authentication? Only server-based. Only what? Server-based. Okay. So sometime it's happened. Okay. It won't happen with this Netflix kind of organization. The local, some small website, someone is running small networkers on, let's consider. Okay. So we know networkers, and you also know networkers on is just in a training company. Okay. They have details about the course and all. Let's consider, for example, today our certificate got expired. Netflix is also there. They have expiry date. So first of all, this is the organization thing. Before 3 months or 2 months, they would issue a new certificate here. But let's consider somehow that got expired and I'm accessing the server now. So you would get an error. That server certificate, the destination site certificate is expired. Do you want to continue? Because if you want to continue, because authentication is not happening right now, I'm not sure that site is authorized or not. So I don't know this how it would work, but right now I'm just giving you a warning. Google Chrome would give you a warning. The certificate is expired. Do you want to continue or not? If you know, okay, I can continue. You can click on the proceed, advance, and then proceed, or else you can terminate the session. No authentication session, SSL handshake will be not there. In this scenario, also we have one SSL handshake like TCP na. So we have handshake. Okay, so that handshake won't be completed, and if that handshake won't be completed, you won't be able to access your like the destination server. But in case if you would click on proceed key, yes, I want to continue on my risk. So then what happened? They would bypass that handshake. Clear or not? Okay. So here we have certificate concept into this. So now let's consider the question is overall. I'll try to connect with what? I'll try to connect with the Netflix or Cisco. Let's consider I'm going with the Cisco. Cisco would send me one certificate. Hey, this is my certificate. I'm happy. Now the question is, you have fee receipt. Who has released that? NH management. You have ID card, college ID, school ID, your office ID, your HR team and your department has one specific department, they have only released it. So earlier, Cisco knows, let's consider I'm Cisco, or let's consider tomorrow I'm going to be host. This is one of my website, I'm launching it. This is one of my server. And I'm looking for the users there. Okay. I know okay, it's going to be popular after 2 months, 3 months. Okay. I'm expecting there would be 10K users will be there. But I know that today's in this generation, everybody knows about internet and now new generation is there. So I have to use what? Certificate. Without certificate, it's not going to be work out, because without certificate, let's consider I'm not using any certificate, no authentication. Okay. And this guy would try to access it and he would get the errors. There is a no certificate or certificate expired. So obviously they won't access. Do you think if Netflix on the Netflix would get the error, key certificate error is there, okay, you won't be able to access it, or it's your own risk, do you think you will access it? Definitely not. Same thing, I know as a host, I know this can be possible. So what I'll do, I'll connect the CA servers in the corporate organizations out there, like DGCRT, GoDaddy. So I hope everybody knows. So we have to contact them. We have to pay. And after that, they would release the certificate. Okay. And this certificate, when a user want to access it, he would send it to the, hey, this is my certificate. So this is one of the paid service. So if you want to grab the users and all, and you want when the users will come on my server or my own website, so authentication must be happened here. So you have to make sure you have to buy this kind of certificates from the.
So certificate is for like security purpose or what?
Authentication is security purpose, right? Because only authorized persons are sitting in this classroom. We have so many students there, NA, NP. They are not sitting. Why they are not sitting? Because they are not authorized. You have paid receipt with you of CCI. You are authorized with your certificate because you are having a certificate.
So like websites which you are accessing, if they have the certificates, means those are like authenticated and.
Yes, that is trust. That is one of the trustworthy factor. That is one of the trustworthy factor. Yeah. But let's consider you have your own server right now and you are doing that, and today you bought a new laptop, you don't have in cookies and all. First time you are accessing it, you will get the error. Okay, this server what you are trying to access, this is not the secure because there is an error in the certificate here. This is your server, you know. Okay, you will be able. So what you would proceed there? There would be one option, advance. Click on advance, and then it would ask, do you want to proceed or not? You have to click on proceed because I know this is my server, but blindly I cannot trust Netflix. Might be phishing attack is there. Phishing is happening. Phishing is what? Netflix like looks like this is just kind of copy of Netflix. Might be this is a phishing attack. So no, I cannot trust them. Even in the corporates, once you will get in the corporate and all, you would be connected with their networks. Okay, so in their network, your traffic would pass through their devices, their firewall, web security. So they would mention if someone would try to access any unauthorized websites, okay, where certification authentication won't happen. So don't allow them to access the website. So it means as a network admin of the same network. I just want ki my employees, okay, would access only authenticated websites only, not the unauthenticated. PSK is not possible in that term, right? Billion of websites are there. Okay, and I'm not going to be call everyone, okay, what is your key for the day? What is your, so this is one of the standard certificate concept for the authentication. This is not relevant to the encryption. There is nothing about identity like integrity. This is just for authentication. In SSL or in IPsec, in upcoming classes where we will talk about all this. So always first authentication will be there. You are authorized person, then only we will talk further. Otherwise, leave it here. Clear? So this is the meaning of authentication. So same, this is the actual concept where I'm talking about. This is the paid services. You have to pay for that. In my corporate, as you can see, the Networkers Home Delhi and Bangalore connected over the internet. I have to use PKI. Okay, we have one. Okay, so what is there? I can use this concept with site to site also, and I can use this concept with the remote VPN, because can you see this example is about remote VPN? We have discussed today. Right now I'm at home. After that I'll be in office. My IP address would change or not. So this is kind of remote VPN. But PKI or SSL we can use in the site to site also. So here I'm going to be use which method? PKI. So now what I'm thinking here, so now we have to buy the certificate from where? GoDaddy. Let's consider GoDaddy, and I have to pay to them. But I know that we both are only going to be access each other. For me, Delhi is the user, and for Delhi, who's the user? I'm the user. But I don't want to use PSK. I have to, my management asks you how to use PKI. But the question is, if I'll buy a certificate from the GoDaddy, I have to pay to them. And I know billion of users are not there here. So what I'll do? I'll create my own CS server. This is not a GoDaddy. GoDaddy is the public. That is the public one where you have to pay. This is private CS server. I'll host it anywhere in Delhi, or that could be anywhere. And what I'll do it, I'll download the certificate from here and then certificate from. Clear? And once their communication would be start, then they would use these certificate for the authentication. Clear? So the CS server, we can use here Microsoft 2016 server. We can use 2019, and now 22 is also there. Or I can use Cisco IOS. Server means device. Some device is needed or not. So we can use these devices also, which we use in corporate, but this is the part of your syllabus. Because in CSI lab exam, we have to use Cisco router instead of the GoDaddy and 2016 servers and all. We have to use which devices? Cisco router only, where you have worked in the routing and switching, and that router we have to convert into CA server, and this devices would be the client, and then we have to download the certificate on the client. Clear? So this is the concept about PKI. So if I'll talk in PKI, CA server will be there who will release the certificate. So we have two kind of servers. One is public and second is private. So in public, let's name the some organization GoDaddy, DGCRT, okay, Hydrant, then Microsoft and all, okay. And in the private, I can use Microsoft servers, that we have this Windows servers, okay, and we can use Cisco IOS. Right.
Sir, sometimes the message will come that accept the cookies like that. What is that exactly, sir? Is
Sorry,
it harmful cookies?
could you repeat it? Could you pardon, please?
Sometimes when we are downloading something, it will ask for accept the cookies. Some message will come.
SMT cookies.
No, accept.
Accept. Okay, accept the cookies there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So what exactly about these cookies, sir?
That is not related to the any authentication and also these are their cookies, okay, just to allow the cookies means ki in next time though you would get the kind of pop-up again. Cookies means we are accepting there some cookie, exactly what is the cookies for this? 1 second. Accept the cookies means kind of ki, yes, you are allowing the location as well. Okay. And in future, if there would be any kind of notification from them, that is going to be received for us. So that is for that. So that is not relevant to any kind of authentication.
Okay.
Okay. Then PKI, I'm the user accessing the Netflix. Netflix has a digit certificate from my end. What is that? I don't have any. No, because when you are accessing a Netflix or a Prime Videos or whatever, that time only server-based authentication is happening. Client-based authentication is not there. Okay, or else if it's in a client-based authentication also, because I have mentioned ki we have two kind of authentication. One is server-based and second is server and client. So in server and client, the client also should have one certificate here. So obviously, as a user, we are not going to be buy any kind of certificate. Do you think ki tomorrow onwards, if Indian government would apply ki okay, everybody has to buy a certificate and it would cost you 2,000 rupees from where? Do you think we are going to access it? We are technical person, okay, somehow we knows. But do you think any non-technical person would be able to understand what exactly this is? No. So then the users count would be down for that. Okay, so everybody can access them. Okay, if you are a hacker, you can also access it. And if I'm a hacker, if I'm a normal user, I can also access it because only server authentication is happening. But in corporate, let's consider in the corporate, Cisco is the one of the organization. Okay, inside that they have one server. So what they want ki only my authorized team can access it. So there they would mention server and client based authentication. So then where we have to use a certificate for the client also. So then we have to download a certificate. That depends what Cisco has decided it, or Cisco would provide the certificate to us. So then we have to get into its settings. Now get into this, get into the settings, and then we have to type here CRT. Certificate, get into here, not this one, security. Yes, and here manage device certificate. And if you have a certificate, this is root public. So then upload the certificate. Where is the certificate? This is the certificate. Okay. So this concept we will discuss during CA based VPN or during the SSL, not now. Because now here my overall intention is to make you clear about the what is exactly the PKI. So PKI, so we have two authentication. One we have PSK and second we have PKI. So here we have to share the key with both the sides, client and what is that? Server. And second, we have what? PKI, which is all about public key infrastructure. Note it down.
So before to public server. Ready. So we are taking a private now, which is the same similar to validate.
That is same.
Same validate.
Same. Okay, we have one public key infrastructure that we will discuss during the SSL only or during the certificate phase. Does this certificate provide encryption taken? Just authentication. This is not going, it's not providing any encryption or decryption, only authentication.
To get into the
To access the server. Okay, after that, this is server responsibility. Now whatever the data we would exchange or I'm sending it, that should be in the encrypted or hashed. Okay, where in between that should not be accessed by or modified by anyone, any third party. Okay. Now, this is clear. Okay. So let's consider I have site A and I have a site B. Okay. Overall, we have to exchange the data between both the lands, but we have to make sure that should be into the encrypted format. That should be secure. So for the reason, first of all, your authentication would happen. Once your authentication would be there, yes, both the sites are authorized, then your VPN tunnel would be it would be up. After that, we have to exchange the data. So after that, data would be exchanged via this. But when your data would be exchanged, this would be encrypted and okay, each and every packet would be encrypted and hashed, but there won't be again and again authentication. Authentication would be once. Once your tunnel is up, okay, after that there is no authentication. Okay, because now we are communicating with authorized person. I'll ask your fee receipt in the first class only, not in each and every class. Clear? Okay. But yeah, as for the VPN, they have some timers. Okay, after every 24 hours, it would be up and down. So this is a different concept. Okay. But authentication won't be there for each and every packet. It would be just for once tunnel is up and now let's start the communication. Okay. So then communication or data exchange, that would be encrypted and hashed. Okay. So guys, we have completed cryptographic methods. In that, first we have discussed encryption, then we discuss about hashing, and then we discuss about authentication. So here we discuss about PSK, we discuss about PKI. Here the both option about MD5 and SHA, and encryption we have discussed. And along with that, we have discussed process, right? So now I'm going to be start with a practical here. Okay, so sufficient time we have. So you can use GNS also, but EVNG is always better option. Okay. You get VPN overlapping site VRF. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I have to use, I'll use 3 routers. Router 1, router 2, router 3. So this is internet ISP connected with ISP here. Okay. Now see. So just start all the nodes here, and now 11.1.1.1.1. This is about 16 volt. 11.1. This is 11.10. Then about 12 dot, consider 15.10. And this is I'm going to be used 15.1. Public network, okay. And after that, we have a LAN A here. LAN A with IP address. Let's consider 1.1.1.1 here. And this is loopback calculated. And this is about LAN B. I'll create it here as a 2.2. Okay. This would be one GRE tunnel here. And here I'll use an IP as a tunnel. This is about tunnel interface 0, IP 192.168.1.1. And this is, I'll use it as a dot. Clear? Route based VPN. Okay, first lab is GRE and as a route based VPN here. So I have started the devices. Is getting start. It will take 2 to 3 minutes. Meanwhile, we will configure on the, we'll write the commands. Okay. It's getting start. It will take time. Okay. So meanwhile, so this is enable. The host name is about site A. Now interface, which interface 0/0, IP address 11.1.1.1/24 no shirt, and interface loopback 0, IP address is 1.1.1.1. Okay, this is the port first. Normally, first of all, I'll configure an IP route static. Static routing I'll configure. Okay, cool. I'll show you this later. One second. This is site A. And this is now site B. What is site B? It's about 15.1, same 0, and this is about 2.2.2. Clear? And this is site B. In between, we have ISP. So this is about ISP now. 11.10, on which interface 00. And then we have again interface of, this is 0/1, and we have 15.10. Clear? This is okay. Okay. Everywhere just write do right, because I forget to mention. We have do right, then we have do right. Okay. Copy and paste it on. So in the starting, I'll not use GRE here. I'll show you the normal routing. Normal routing where I'll configure the static routing towards LAN B from this device as a next stop what? 11.10 I'll configure. Okay. So just let it be start once. After that, we will create the tunnel, and then we would be able to see still after creating the tunnel itself, the data is traveling via ISP. So then we would change the next stop from, instead of 11.10, we have to make 19. Okay. So theory already we have discussed, right? How the packet would travel and all. So practically we have to see this. So most probably coming Monday. Okay. coming today's Thursday, right? Last class. Coming GRE, I'll finish it today. And Monday, I think we can start with IPsec. Okay, because today the data won't be secure. So then we have to discuss why it's not secure. So how we can make it secure. So for that reason, IPsec would be in the role. So how IPsec would secure it? It would use the concept about same encryption, hashing, and authentication. So it would use these cryptographic methods, but how exactly IPsec works, how they would negotiate, what kind of handshake they have, message exchange. So those things we have to discuss. So now next 10 to 15 days, IPsec only with different variations. So I think it's ready. Yeah. So we can copy and paste the configuration. This is site A. And the typo mistake is not there. All good. This is for site B. Please. This is site B. And now the last is ISP. So this is about in between we have ISP. I have copy and pasted the configuration. Now just try to ping from 11.1 to 15.1. But before that, I'll ping to my next hop, which is that 11.1.1.10. I'm able to ping, and now try to ping with 15.1.1.1. Let's go back here. This is site B, show IP interface brief. Is 15.1, C0 only, and we are using ping with 15.1.1.10. This is its on gateway. Gateway means ISP. Okay. Now see. Okay, fine. So right now, I am not able to ping with 15.1, but I can ping with the 11.10. So what could be the reason? I'll show you the routing table now. Show IP route here. Is there any routing for that? Do we have any details about the 15 network? No. So I have an option. I can use a default route. Okay. Or I can use a static routing or whatever. Let's consider I'll prefer static routing first. Okay. So IP route 15.1.1.0. This is subnet mask.
Spelling mistake, sir. Clear out.
Okay, sorry. And then we have next hop. Who's that? 11.1.1. Normal routing. Normal. Okay. Then let's go back to the ISP is not needed now. Or do you think we need it?
Not needed.
Not needed. Okay. Now, side B. Okay. Okay, I think then we have to do one more configuration here. Unnecessary. Okay, shit. Side B. Now again, IP route for what? Now it's about 11.1.1.0. This is, and who's the next hop? 15.1.1.10. So this is what show IP route. We have static routing and now ping with 11.1.1.1. Reachability is there between the public, it's fine. Now the question is, between this you have reachability, that's fine. Okay, you have reachability between both. Now let's, what about this here? Do we have any reachability for this? Okay, so let's try to ping between what? Ping with 2.2.2.2 as a source of 1.1.1.1. No, we have reachability. No. Clear? Okay. Or we do not have any reachability here. How to reach? So again, add in a routing for what? 2.2. Next off 11.1.1.10 here. Go back, get back to this. IP route. Fifteen dot one dot one dot 10 here. So means still, if you would check it, show IP route, and if you would check it, static, I have a reachability for one network, but who's next of via 15.10? The question is again, do you have any routes for the 15 network? Yes, I do have. And how to reach via physical interface? So means exit is from where? Exit is from the physical interface here. So let me just enable the Wireshark here. Do you think we are able to ping now? The ping would be possible? Anyone no or all yes? Who's saying no? Okay, no one is saying no, right? Correct. So first, let's ping with 15.1.1.1. I won't just want to check it out. Is this captures are happening or not? Okay. Two-way routing has to be done. But I have show IP route static. I have mentioned here about 2.2 network. And on the other side, I have already mentioned about 1. Now it's clear, Santosh? Ping with 2.2.2.2 as a source of which one? Sir? ISP. Because see, we are sending as a destination IP 2.2 here. We have route, it's fine. But when it's reaching to ISP, the question is, does ISP knows where is 2.2.2? So let me check it, show IP route. No. So here also we need to add a route. 2.2.2.0, not wildcard mark. Where we use wildcard? Okay, that is in this step. Okay, this is and 15.1.1. Into which direction I have mentioned? This direction. What is missing now? Reverse route. Because now when the packet is reaching there, but it has it now, it has its knows. Okay, we have already configured 1.1, but again, where is missing? ISP. Because now ISP is again doesn't have any idea about this. Correct? And now, okay, that's why I was like I wanted to remove this one, ISP, but still okay, no problem. Okay, this is clear. So as you can see, ICMP, normal ICMP packets, everything we have. Okay, clear or not? Normal reachability, everything is done. But now the concern is, ki Amit, this is not secure. I'm saying okay, let's make it secure. So let's use route-based VPN. And as per route-based VPN, I have to create tunnel. So let's come back. This is the site A. Show IP interface brief. Do we have any tunnel interface into this? Till now, no. I have just a loop back, which is as a LAN A I'm using. So, but I do not have what? I do not have any like tunnel interface. Let's create a tunnel interface. So when you would create a tunnel interface, the command is simple like an interface only. Interface tunnel. We have a wide range of tunnel interfaces. Anything you can use it. Let's consider I'm using 0. Same command now. IP address 192.168.1.1/24. No need to use no shutdown command because this is your virtual interface like loopback. On the loopback, we don't use no shutdown command. Same, no, not needed here. Do show IP interface. Status is up, protocol is down. IP assigned. You are at home. Okay, let's consider you and this is your friend. Your friend is called, like he has called you. Okay, now after half an hour we'll go out. Okay, you are saying, okay, I'm ready. Okay, but you don't know the destination. Do you think that's possible? No. Same, I have configured one tunnel interface. So the tunnel interface we have to, now there is a tunnel interface is there. There is a possibility might be on this router, we have 4 interfaces. North, east, west, south. The question is in which direction or which interface you want to configure the tunnel. I don't know. So just tell me the one thing. Tunnel IP you have created, it's fine. But who's my tunnel source? Who's my tunnel source? So right now, who's my tunnel source? VPN tunnel. This is point to point concept we have, which is what? Point to point. So right now the starting point is 11.1 and destination point is. So you have to define 2 more things. Who's the tunnel source and who's the tunnel destination. Okay. After that only your protocol would be up. Okay. So now interface tunnel 0. Okay. Define here tunnel source. Who is tunnel source? 11.1.1.1. Tunnel destination 15.1.1.1. Interface tunnel change state to up. Do show IP interface. Tunnel is up or not. Now tunnel is ready. Okay. So tunnel source, what I have mentioned, 11.1. Tunnel destination, I have to mention. So you have to make sure that between 11.1 and 15.1, there should be a reachability. Let's consider now in Bangalore, metros is going on, construction is going on. Let's consider from HSR to Marathali. They want to make some, like one road might be, or they want to make a metro something. Route should be there, right? The source and who's the source? That should be decided where we are going to make the metro. From who's the source? HSR, who's the destination? Marathali, you should know the route as well. It's not like that, okay, we have decided or government has decided it's HSR to Marathali and you started in the opposite direction. Okay, first I'll go to the BTM to Koramangala and then Koramangala I'll come to Marathali. That doesn't make any sense. So that should be clear in your mind when you're doing the configuration in the context of the tunnel. So who is my source and who's my destination? And destination and the source of the tunnel also should be reachable. If there is a no reachability, so then you won't be able to do. Clear or not? So I have made a tunnel. It's about what 192.168.1.1. Now ISP is not needed because public IP's reachability is there. That's fine. So now interface tunnel, let's consider 0, 1, anything you can use it. IP address 192.168.1.2. This is another IP. Define tunnel source 15.1.1.1. Tunnel destination 11.1.1.1. Show IP interface. Is up or not? So now I have this kind of, this is the topology what we have. Right now I have a site A, site B connected via ISP. So this is 11.1. This is 15.1. We have proper reachability between that. But now what I have done, I have made a tunnel between this. I have removed the concept about ISP. I don't know whose ISP name because I'm going to be exchanging the data via this one. So now this is 192.168.1.1 and this is 192.168.1. Clear or not? But that doesn't mean that you will remove your disconnection. No. Overall, this is on top of what? What is the base? Base is still public. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
I have a question, sir. Like one side interface terminal 0, but other side interface terminal 1 is conflict or not?
Let's consider you have two routers. We are using G0 interface and again Z0 here. We have another one Z0 here, C1. Do you think this is going to be conflict? No, because these
No.
are what? Router specific.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so that's the reason tunnel interface, even you can use 0 again here, and this is 0 because this is for this tunnel. Okay, and this 0 is for this router. So
Yes.
that
Okay,
you can
fine.
do anything, because that is router specific.
Okay, fine, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Clear? So this is about my tunnel concept, right? So now this topology looks like this. Okay, physically whatever they have, I don't know. Okay, but virtually it's what? This one. And as now virtually it's acting as a 192.160.1.1, and on the another side it's going to be act as a dot directly connected. Let's ping between the tunnel. Ping to 192.160.1.2. Another one as a source of 192.160.1. So if you are able to ping here, so means your tunnel has been established. Clear? But I'm facing one thing. The thing is, now I have LAN A here. I have 1.1, I have 2.2. So this data must be exchanged via tunnel. Correct or not? But right now, what is happening here? If I'm trying to ping with 2.2.2 as a source of 1.1.1. Okay. If you can check in the captures, just now I have pinged it, no GRE, because there would be GRE header. Okay. So this is what it's going via physical interface. So now we have to make sure it should go via tunnel interface. So that's the reason. Show IP route static. This is the route I have. Let's remove it, because I need to change next hop instead of 11.10, because I'm using right now 11.10. So instead of this, I have to use what? This one here. So first remove IP route. What is that? 2.2.2.0 wildcard marks here, and that is 11.1.1.10. It's removed. Now again, it's removed here, and same again. If I'll be back here, one this is removed. And if you would try to, right now we don't have any static routing in the context of this. If you would try to ping with 2.2.2 as a source of 1.1. No. Right? Because source itself doesn't have any idea where exactly the 2.2.2 is, because we have removed the routes. Okay. In VPN, you have to be very good with static and default routing. I'm not asking about any HRP, OSP or BGP, nothing, but you have to be very good into this. Okay, because each and every point, okay, in the configuration, this kind of routing would be needed. Now, because now I'm considering you know all this thing. Okay, so I don't have to teach you what exactly the static routing is. Okay, so do show IP route static. So we have only 15 that we needed. I cannot remove this, because if I'll remove 15, this one also, then my tunnel would be down, because their source and destination won't be reachable, right? So this is, don't do this mistake. Now, IP route 2.2.2.0 subnet mask. Clear? So IP route static, but this time via to IP route. So in this you can see this one via 192 dot. Do we have any reachability with this, or how to reach to 192 network? Which interface? let's go back to the side B. What? Opposite? The system. Clear or not? Okay. And now just try to ping between both. Ping with 2.2.2.2 as a source of reachability is back. And if you would go back here, recent packets. Clear or not? Okay. So about headers also we'll discuss. I'll see if I'll get the time today. We will talk about or about, otherwise I'll save the configuration in the next class. I'll start from the same point because I have to explain headers also, how it would header and all. Okay. But before the next class, okay, try to go through this 2-3 things, sir. What is MTU? What is MSS? And what is their size? Kindly go through this. Okay, because this thing, if I'll get a time today, okay, because today I think there is some feedback on they want to take it. Okay, so we have to wait. So unnecessary just sitting idle. We will finish some portion of this. Okay, we'll take it 5 minutes break after this. Okay, so if they won't come, so we will just continue with the session. Now, this is clear. Okay, so now what is happening here? GRE is happening. So see, when we are talking about GRE here, so let's me just, okay, GRE, let me just stop the captures. That's not needed now. Header, which header they have added? Generic routing encapsulation. Kindly note down the full form of GRE. Generic routing encapsulation. Clear? Now, see, oh, this is everything is okay. Now, we have the concept about, this is clear right now. So see, overall, this is starting. I'm using a static routing for the reachability. Normally in the actual internet, BGP ISP would provide the BGP reachability and all. Okay. So what will be there right now? So most of the time we use default route here, and what we use default route. On the edge devices, what we use default route. Default route would provide us the reachability between 11.1 and 15.1 here. Clear? On top of that, I'm using tunnel. And here also I'm using a static routing. What I'm using now? Static routing. The question I'm with, can I use a dynamic routing inside the tunnel? Routing is routing. In the base also, even I can use here BGP or EIGRP or whatever, but I'm just using the normal static routing here. The question is, Amit, static routing you're using it, can I use the dynamic routing? Answer is yes, you can. We will try with what? So this is the one concept. So right now, see, I'm using one static routing or default route we use, but right now in my topology, what I'm using? Static routing one static routing for this. And who's the next hop there? This one. And another one more static routing I'm using with the tunnel. So here, when you are using routing for the basic reachability between the public network or between the sites, that concept is known as underlay protocol. What is that? Under, which is down, okay? And this concept is known as here overlay. Kindly note it. The protocol, right now I'm just using static inside the tunnel, but let's consider if I'll use EIGRP. So now I'll use EIGRP, I'll show you, okay? So that EIGRP would become what? Which protocol? Overlay protocol. Could you just turn off this? I think next class also we have to spend half an hour on GRE, mainly on header. Okay.
In GRE, there is no authentication, hashing, nothing, right?
No, nothing. It would just provide encapsulation. That I have to discuss in the header, during the header only I'll explain. Because this is not secure. The reason there is a no encryption, no hashing, okay, and no authentication. Okay, even GRE mode also I have to discuss. Okay. So first let me finish overlay and underlay, then I'll go.
Sir, can you please define this underlay and overlay, sir? Like, help make a note.
So let's consider you have site A and you have site B. Let's talk about the real network. Okay. So ISP they use BGP or they use ISIS. Correct. So as a site A, I'll use default route here and I'll use what? Default route here. Reachability will be there. So my first thing is what? And if you have to configure a GRE or any tunnel or any VPN, there must be a reachability between both the sites. So right now we have reachability or not.
Yes.
Okay. So here, which underlay protocol we are using? BGP or ISIS? Correct. I can use BGP. Let's consider even, let's forget about default route. We are using here BGP. And this is I'm also using. Up to here, it's clear?
Yes.
Okay. On top of that, I have configured a tunnel. 192.1 and 192.2. Okay. But my LAN networks are here. Okay. So see, we have a reachability between 192 this. Okay. So as per the LAN network, I'm using right now currently, I have used what? Static routing here. Show IP route. I have used for my LAN. I'm what? I'm using 2. And who's my next hop? 2.2. Like 192. So means I'm using a static routing via tunnel or not? Okay. So this concept is known as overlay. Okay. Right now I'm using a static. Okay. But let's consider now what I'll do. I'll just go back here and I'll remove static routing. The which one I have configured. I have configured this. Site A removed. Let's go back with the site B. It's removed. So do you think now we have reachability between both the ping between 2.2.2 and as a source of 1.1? Do you think if we have any reachability?
No, sir.
Reason is we have to remove it. Let's consider right now. So you have only single network behind this LAN A, LAN B. Let's consider you have 20 networks, for example, and you want to share or exchange the data via tunnel only. Okay. So do you think static routing is the preferable solution? Definitely not. What I'll do, I'll use dynamic. I'll use which one? Dynamic. So here I'm going to be use EIGRP as a overlay protocol. Okay, so this topology is what looks like this. So I have to configure EIGRP now. I'm going to be use AS number 10. So EIGRP is not between the physical interfaces. I'm talking about the virtual one, which is the loop, a tunnel interface. So when I'll configure EIGRP here, router EIGRP 10, 10. I do not have to advertise this network because this is all about what? Physical. No, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about the tunnel. Which is a tunnel network here? 192.162.1.0 and wildcard. Same thing on the another side as well. Router EIGRP 10, network 192.162.1.0. Neighborship should be up and it do show IP EIGRP neighbor. Who's my neighbor? And now via the channel, you can advertise any of the network. So this network is 1.1.1.0. Wildcard mask from the site A, and from the site B, it would be clear. Show IP route EIGRP. Which network? One. Last time this entry was static. This is time this is the dynamic. But which protocol? EIGRP. So EIGRP is known as here overlay protocol. So if you would try to ping with 1.1.1.1 as a source of, you can use OSP up here because we have to use IGPs here. Okay, so you can use EIGRP or you can use OSP. So I have used which one? EIGRP. Clear or not? So this is the meaning of overlay and underlay protocol. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, if I'll talk about GRE. GRE has a two concept. One is P2P, which is point to point, and second we have multi. P2P we have GRE, which we have done it just now, and multi-point has a concept about MG. Note it down. I'll just be back. Okay, just 2 minutes. You just note it down. Now, serious. So this is known as GRE types. Okay, so we have point to point and we have multi-point. Even this is GRE types we have. Okay, Sayed, I'll share it, don't worry. Okay. Now, this is point to point, okay. Actually, this is GRE. But if I talk about, this is in the context of multi-point. I'll just explain here. In the context of multi-point, we have two concepts. One is static method, and second we have dynamic. The static method concept is known as MGRE, and dynamic concept is known as DM. Means DM VPN is again kind of MGRE, but instead of the static method, we have to use what? Dynamic. Like when we have static routing, we have dynamic routing. Overall, it's routing only, right? Result is same. But yeah, deployment concept is static would take more time, dynamic would happen automatically, right? Clear? Okay, static and jammed. This is clear or no? So this is about the, so right now we are doing what? We are doing point to point. In the next class, I have to start with the multi-point, and we will, no, before multi-point, I'll go with the IPA, because first of all, we have to secure it. Once we would be secure it, same concept with the MGRE and same concept with the DMVP. Okay. Now, this is the GRE types. Now we have GRE modes. But we have GRE mode here. It has two mode. One is GRE mode here. And second, we have IPsec mode. This is default one. This is which one? Default. This is we have to configure okay. This is also known as native mode. This is known as also native. And in this bracket here, just mentioned here SVTI. In the future, we have a one topic SVTI. So then it would be easy for you that time to aggregate the things with all this. Okay. So this is the concept. So by default right now, which mode is there? By default, there is a GRE. Okay. When we was using a GRE here, okay, so it would perform normal encapsulation. Just let me check with Jacinta. Okay, how much time it will take for her. If it's 2-3 minutes, I'll not start it. If it will 5 to 10, then I'll finish it. Just wait. Hi guys, she's saying it is she will be here in 2 minutes. Okay, so just one small topic, I'll finish it. This is all theory, no packet capture that we will discuss in the upcoming class. So if I talk about encapsulation, what is the meaning of encapsulation? Encapsulation just adding the header. You know, in OSI model, we have concept when your packet is coming from top to down, always we have encapsulation, and when it's going up, it is always de-encapsulation here. So encapsulation means adding the header. Okay, so same GRE does. GRE would add one header here. It would add one header. The header overall size is 24 bytes. Okay, and this is divided into two parts. One is GRE header and one is outer IP header. Actually, it would be IP header, but I'll just mention one more concept here, outer IP, because we have two IP header would be, one is inner, one would be outer. So this IP header is because of GRE. So that's the reason I have just mentioned the name here, outer IP header. IP header size would be 20 bytes, and this would be as a 20 bytes. So overall what? So total would be 20 bytes. Okay. So, okay, please note it down. Can you note it down? Because this is very important for interview. Okay, if you're using GRE, how much header they would add it? Okay, how many bytes of header they would add it into this? So you should be
GRE is maybe for like
encapsulation. This is just an encapsulation. There is no security into this. Okay, so for security for CIA, overall for that CIA, we need IPsec. So then when we will talk about IPsec, 1 to 3 days it will take it. Then after that, it would be one more topic. IPsec over GRE, because GRE is not secure. Who would provide the security? IPsec. So then IPsec, then it would become your secure. Okay, but right now no IPsec because we haven't started that. Okay, because IPsec you would use all the cryptographic methods and all. So GRE header, this is 4 byte. If I talk about default MTU size, what is the default MTU size? 1500. If I talk about MSS, what would be the MSS? MSS would be here minus last IP header. First is because we have discussed in TCP batch, IP header, then minus 24.
Yeah.
This is for TCP. Okay, so it would become what? 40, 60. But if I'm using GRE here, it would again minus 24. Then it would become 14, 36. Then it would become 14, 36 here. Kindly note it down. So this is 40, 36. Okay, so this GRE is what? Because what is the GRE size here? 24 bytes. Clear? So guys, I'm done for today. That's it. The next class we'll start with the header and all. Okay. So right now Jacinta is here. Okay, and she will. I think she want to take some feedback and all. Okay. So just.
Hi guys, good morning. How are you all? Finished the class or what? How many are there online? And see, I came to meet you all from so far. Huh? 11 participants. Go on. Hello, hi guys. Good morning, Sarvanan.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you,
All
man?
of you all say one voice. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ah,
Good
morning.
Good morning.
Okay, okay. All the 11 have told. Santosh, Sarang, Vicky, Mohammed. So I came to meet you all at morning. Yeah, Eknath is there, huh? Okay. Which is his class? VPN. VPN class.
Yes.
Yes.
How is it going?
Yes.
Just yesterday, day before it started, right, guys?
Yeah.
How's it going? I just thought I'll come and see you, sit in the class and take some sessions for you. You guys are ready with me for the class? No, nobody is ready. You'll know I'm not technical, huh? Guys, I'll start taking class for you. Okay, no, I just came just to see how the class is going on and to check if you guys have your LMS portal activated. All you guys have your LMS not
Yes.
having.
Yes.
All
I
of you all,
have.
Vicky, Sarang, Santosh, Maniteja, Deepa, all your LMS portal, only you. So you will have to connect with Suhas. For all LMS portal class videos, please connect Suhas. Suhas@networkershome.com. And I want all you students to complete your modules ASAP, because you know we are not taken any new admissions for security because we have moved into a new technology on DevNet, and we have also started with Cloud Masters. It's not that security is not evergreen. Security is evergreen. But we thought we will move to the new technology because we have been doing for past 15 years on security and via data center collaboration. So whichever is giving good job opportunities for my students, primarily for freshers, we are looking into that area of technology. So I want you all not to miss a single class. Make sure your LMS portal is activated because the class videos are there for lifetime access for you all. Second thing is, I hope all you guys are getting the Google Drive. Yeah, all
Yes,
of you all
yes.
are getting day-to-day classes
Yes.
on Google Drive.
Yes.
And third thing is, all of you guys, I think at least few of you guys are looking for job opportunities. Please connect with the Telegram placement group, get added yourself, attend the placement classes conducted by Sushil and Amit, and also communication classes by Susan Bangera. She's taking care of our HR, connected with the companies. So you need to personally, all of you, if you feel whoever is for job, please connect with her. It is the more you connect, sit with her, forward your resumes. Last week, we have a couple of students who have enrolled, who have got placed with 7.2 lakh package. It was in Barakuda. A lot of students. I was very happy for him because he had just finished his CCNA, NP, and few modules of security. So I wish all of you all take that initiative instead of me coming and talking to you all to connect with the HR. Her name is Susan Bangera. And I can give you her number also, 9964 9999 64 999
999
518 518 9964 999 518. So she will
This
be
what's
you. Yeah,
this WhatsApp number?
both are available in that. Her name is Susan Bangera. You know why I remember this number? You all know because this is the first number which I used for 14 years. So it is anytime you ask me, it is there at the tip of my tongue. So you need to connect with a personally who are desperately looking for job because you have done your CCNA NP modules and few of your ASA and things like that, FTD and all. So these classes are over. So please connect with her. So that is 3. Okay. And I just thought I will just check with the class how the classes are going. Are you getting, proper explanation on that? Are you able to understand? You have the liberty to, repeat the batches, but then how you feel about the class. I thought I will take generally a feedback, not openly like this, but you can always connect with me on 9611. This is the number I am using. You all know my name, right? Hema, Maniteja, Santosh, Sarang, Srini. You all guys know my name?
Yes, yes.
No, so nobody is talking only. Nobody knows, I think. Muhammad, Sarvana,
No, I don't.
Yes,
No.
No, I don't know, man.
what is your name?
My
Maniteja.
name is
No, what is your name? I know all of you all, yeah. My name is Jacinta.
Jacinta. Okay, yes.
What is your name? Who asked me, no, what is your name? Sarang.
Why is not saying his name?
Yes, ma'am. Hello. I
Ah,
know your name.
all of you all know my name, right?
Yes.
So I'm
Yes.
Jacinta here. My name is Jacinta and I'm available at 9611 9611 027 980. So if you guys have any any concern, even for one thing, you can connect with me or message me on this number. I'm available in the office from 10 to 6, but I will still look into WhatsApp till 8:30. And I will reply also immediately, or I will also maybe early mornings also, I'll check the mails. So for all your class links, everything, you need to connect with Suhas. His email ID is suhas@network. So when you get your batch schedule, you get his number and my number also. But he is the person who is always there with the class links. Okay. And I request all of you all, when the class is at 11, don't ask at 10:55. Yeah. When the class is at 8, and they call at 7:59 and say, ma'am, I want class. They'll write only, I want class link. Of which class? What timing? Please keep us updated which class you want. We are ready to give you. See, sometimes I might be in the kitchen in the morning because I log in at 10. Sometimes when you call me in the evening for 8 o'clock class, I must be on travel. I'm traveling 20 kilometers from here to reach my home. So at least one day before, or half an hour, 1 hour before, you tell, so that we can get it done for you. Okay, guys?
Yes,
And if
ma'am.
you all have any concerns on the class, please
Excuse me, ma'am.
message me, and I will not reveal the name to anyone, because I will also come for feedbacks next week. All those who are sitting in the class, I will take feedbacks from them. On the phones, if you have anything, connect me on WhatsApp.
Excuse me, ma'am. I have one question.
You have to tell me your name. Who is asking the question?
Muhammad Nawaz.
Yeah, tell me, Muhammad.
Yes, on schedule badge, your number is 93542884954. This
Yeah,
your
that is,
WhatsApp number?
I have both. I have the other number, and this also is my number.
Okay, okay, fine.
I'm available in this number also. What, Muhammad, repeat it again.
93
Because I don't know it by heart. That's why. 93
54
54
28
28
49
49.
54.
This is my number, which is always with me. You can call me. You can call me.
Okay,
I'm using both the numbers. I
okay,
have
fine.
980. And I also have this, what Muhammad told, no, that number also. I'm always available at these numbers. But 54 is always with me for
Okay,
now.
fine, ma'am. Fine.
For 2-3 weeks, I'm using it myself. The other one, I use both ways. I and another ma'am is there, Reena. We both of us use it. But this 54 number, I always keep it with me for past 2 weeks. Normally, I keep both, but now I've given her. She said she will take. But then during the day, it is with both of us. Any message given there, both of us will see and reply. Okay, guys? And we are there to serve you. We want you to do well. Anything which annoys or which hurts you or which concerns you, please connect with us and let us know. And I'm a person who will never even reveal the name to anyone, because your feedback is valuable for us. I will not say Eknath told like this, Eknath told like this, or this one. I won't tell that, because we will correct immediately. We will find a resolution for that.
Excuse me, ma'am. Hello?
Yes, you have to tell me the
Ma'am,
name.
ma'am, I'm Sarang.
Yes, Sarah, tell.
Ma'am, I need, see, in about LMS, ma'am, it's used. Hello? Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I'm listening. Tell me, Sarang.
Ma'am, about LMS, the video quality is somewhat poor, ma'am. It's automatically shifting from higher quality to lower.
And videos.
Yeah, I'm unable to set it myself. It's shifting from
So,
higher quality.
see, there is another link where you can get into LMS portal, because we have updated the LMS. Sir has updated.
Okay.
So connect with Suhas, drop a mail, Suhas@networkosome, SUHAS. He's not sitting in the same campus, otherwise I would have told him. But in anyways, I will also, but maybe person to person it differs, because of late we have made another gateway for LMS. So inform these guys, inform Suhas about the LMS, saying that I'm Sarang, who have taken admission here. I don't see in the LMS portal the clarity of the videos. Can you please look into it? If he doesn't respond, pick up a call. You can pick up a call and speak to me on 54.
Okay.
Or on the other.
Ma'am, it's not about the quality of the means it's about it's shifting from high quality to lower quality. It's automatically shifting.
Okay.
The videos are good. Its
Ah.
videos are in higher quality, but while streaming in, I'm unable to set it into a particular quality. That's the problem.
Okay. Check with him because I'm not a
Okay.
technical because I'm not handling it to do an R&D. I don't have
Okay.
LMS portal login. I know I have, but the key
Okay.
role is given to him, so he will look into it. Maybe your system or their system, any connectivity issue, I am not aware, which he'll be
Okay.
able to help you out. Anything
Okay.
else, guys? How's the class going?
Is
I'm not-
good.
Your name? Benita. How's your classes going, guys? Don't give me a general answer. That is a general response. Yes, it's nice. Don't worry. If you have anything on the class or on the teacher, please let us know. It is confidential. We can work on it. We
The
none
teacher
of
is
us
very
know
good.
who is this A plus. Who's selling it now? You have to tell me your name.
Muhammad Nawaz. I say
Mohammed.
teacher
Mohammed Nawaz,
is
I
very
know.
good.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
teacher is very good. No complaint.
Okay. You're from UK, right?
USA, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
One of the best gentlemen who will ask if the class is on Monday, he will ask on Saturday itself, can I have the class link? Okay, so nice guys. If you have anything, please do connect with me on the labs. How many of you guys are practicing the labs? Nobody? How many of you all went through the study materials in the class? I mean, in the LMS portal. Have you gone through the LMS portal? I'm not getting your name. Pawan,
Yes.
I know.
Yes, I go through sometime, ma'am.
Only Nawaz. What about the others?
Yes.
You're not going through the class videos and study materials in the PDF in the LMS portal? Sarang,
No,
Ashwini,
actually, I go through in the Google Drive, which was shared by the.
that is the class teacher, right?
Yes,
That's
yes.
the teacher who's taking the class.
Yes, yes.
But we have taken also an LMS portal where you
No,
can.
I have not yet activated, ma'am. I will speak to Suhas and get it activated.
Who's this now?
Sarvana.
Sarvana, you have not activated your portal.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Not
It is
activated.
already given. The link must be given when you took your enrollment with us.
Mm.
But ask Suhas to reactivate your portal.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Hey, you
Thank
say, hi Suhas, please reactivate my portal, my email ID. You
Hmm.
attach your receipt.
Oh,
Suhas is a person who is very particular about receipt. He will not do anything, even the course completion certificate or your LMS portal without the receipt. So you say attached is the receipt for the enrollment taken.
Hmm.
And please reactivate my LMS portal.
Oh,
So you
okay.
will get a mail, self-explanatory. You will get a mail. You need to click on it. It will go to the home page. Put your email ID. Put your password, what you have, and then move on with the class.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
And I want you all to look into it because there are other few videos of other teachers are also given in the portal.
Yes, yes.
Suppose you are not connecting with the X person, A teacher, maybe in the videos you will connect with the B teacher.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So when the class is going on, you know all those ethics. Keep your phones away. Don't ask in between the classes. When a teacher is prepared for the class, make sure the class is on. After that, take some time and say, sir, I have a question. So that you can answer it. Or so that he can answer it instead of interrupting the class. These are few etiquettes which you guys do. So then the flow will not be interrupted. Anything else you have, please connect with me. Otherwise, the teacher is on time and all, no, not a problem. Logging in at 8. Nawaz, Sarwan.
Yes,
Manikunda.
excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. Muhammad Nawaz. Yes, ma'am. I have one question for general knowledge. Like right now, you say you no more CCI security module is closed, but other like firewalls, Palo Alto, Checkpoint, FortiGate are still you have this courses available.
You can take your add-on modules. See, when you
Okay.
take CCI security, we tell you have add-on modules on FortiGate, then you have it on Palo Alto, Checkpoint, any three. By December, January, we are planning to wind up. We have not taken a single admission for security from September.
Okay, okay, fine.
We will complete the portions what you have because the teachers are not going to change. We have already upgraded teachers, fantastic teachers. who also have already started their technology studies, and we are ready with the classes, and classes have rolled on.
Okay, fine.
Whether it is on a Cloud Masters, fantastic trainer is Amit, and we have Sushil who have moved on to the DevNet and all. So the teachers will not change. Management will not change. Only the technology we are adding. New technology. We are adding new technology, so that is started from Cisco for last year on cloud, not on cloud, on DevNet and all DevOps and networking. And cloud is started by Amazon services. So we found the next future is going to be on cloud and things like that. Cisco Cloud is called DevNet, DevOps, everything. So our teachers are already prepared for it. They're ready with it for past 6 months. They're studying on it and done up with it. We are moving, we have taken new technology, but the teachers are the same. You will complete all your modules. Only then you can leave.
Oh,
Not
okay, ma'am.
we
Yes,
will not
one
take
more.
any additional. We will not take any additional admissions
Okay, ma'am.
for this.
Like one more question, ma'am.
Yes, tell me now.
Like if any my friends he interested for DevNets, like new modules, like how much is fees? Like before I know security and clouds, I know because
You can
already
connect me, Nawaz. You can connect me on number no, which I've given. I'll talk to you.
okay,
Not
fine,
to
fine.
worry. It's not on the
Okay.
common forum. If you have, we are charging CCI DevNet is 1.5 plus tax.
Okay,
Simple
fine, ma'am.
technology, 1.5, 1,50,000 plus tax, which will come up to 1,77,000. And if you're paying by cash, it is 1,50,000.
But one question is there, ma'am.
Mhm.
When we say I am outside, then he say no, we charge amount in dollars, not
See, what
rupees.
happens is, see, that is a general phenomenon, Nawaz. You should
Yes.
understand what I'm saying is you people should understand when we Indians go also we have an NRI fees for other universities. Yes. When you are going abroad for a higher studies, we are also treated as NRI in the other states, other countries. So when we take
Yes.
another country, we obviously have our dollars because they're not here. And there is a dollar exchange where we lose a lot of money. When we have a dollar exchange and internally taken by the this thing, we have a lot of amount, we are losing a lot of amount from there. So we need to get what our we offer.
Yes.
Because most of the transactions, even when they do $2,000, we are not getting $2,000 here for us. When it is credited to our bank, all the service charges and things will go, and we are only getting 1.5, not more than that. That's the reality.
Yes.
So
Is
when a
true.
privilege, when we are also giving for our students when you're studying abroad, same ways when you guys study in India, you need to pay more. Always, even when you go for any professional colleges, there is a normal fee and an NRI fee. Whoever is coming from abroad has got a different fee. There is a slab itself. So there is nothing to feel offended on that. Okay, Nawaz.
Yes.
But
Yes.
you have
Yes.
always been a very good student of ours. From I think I've been interacting with you for past 2 years, 1.5 years at least. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
don't
Around
worry.
about yes.
No problem. Okay, anything else? Mani Teja, Ashwin, Deep Jyoti, Sarang, Santosh, Sarvana, Vicky, any other questions to ask? I think so many questions are there. Nobody's opening their mouth.
No,
Hema,
almost
No question, man.
almost
So far,
tired.
so good.
No doubt, ma'am.
no doubt. We all of you are hungry, in fact. Poor guys
Yeah.
have had breakfast.
Yeah. Almost tired because it's 2 hours class, so that's why.
No problem, guys. I'm taking only 10 minutes, 1 day of your old class of 1 month. So if you have anything, I want you all to personally connect with me if you have a concern. Understood, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You have anything, just message me and it will only be with me, not go outside. Okay?
Fine, ma'am.
So, okay then, guys, all the best. Do well. I've given you a lot of tips to get your job and get your repetition classes, finish everything. Okay, all the best. Have a good
Thank
day.
you, ma'am.
Even I am
Have
not
a good day, ma'am.
because I am coming here.
Yes. Have a good day, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay,
Take care.
bye. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye, bye, ma'am.
Previous mail, I think the change switching it out. every definition or every topic that I can work. And I mean, in the class English, every given some definitions to understand. But every is now
You were giving a notes.
like only the
What's
simple.
that? You have to remember one?
Naveen is sir. Me, Praveen and Anu.
Yeah, that group is.
Okay.
Poor guy has told me 200 times his name, but I still don't recapitulate. Okay, anybody new? I know. Pawan, I know. I know this friend.
It will be helpful to remember.
I will definitely.
Hello, ma'am. This
Yes.
is Manitesh.
Maniteja, tell me, how are you?
How are you? I'm good, thank
You
you.
are from this one, US, right? Or UK?
No, Canada.
Canada, yes. Tell me.
So after December, there will be no security classes.
I'm not taking admission, I'm saying. Your classes will be completed, not to worry.
Okay.
Okay, your classes will be completed. We are trying by December, January. See, you all have started NANP over, ASA over. If you're sitting in VPN, VPN is over. Then all are small modules like ICE, WSA, ESA, ECA, all that is small modules which you can finish. We are trying to finish it off so that you have practice and get it done. Okay.
Okay, so after December, there will be no classes.
You complete your class by December. Yeah, if there's anything left, we will do it for you, Maniteja. Not to worry. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you try to finish it by then. Okay.
Okay, because like I enrolled in August. So
So
that's the
you
reason.
connect with me, Maniteja, on WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye.
Jacinta, you there?